Yeah, we're excited to be here. I mean, it's one of the best tournaments in in all of college basketball. Growing up with college basketball fans, you remember staying up watching these things, Thanksgiving break when you're watching games. So it's excited to be here, excited to play in it. The field's unbelievable. We gonna have to play some really good basketball to get wins down here, but I think our guys are ready for it. We want to play competition, so we're excited to be in the tournament. Can't wait to get started.
Hey, can we get a statement from John and Herbert too, just stopping here and getting ready to play North Carolina when Johnny starts?
Oh yeah, like Coach said, we're happy to be here. We're most definitely prepared for all the opponents we will face down here. So it's just going to be a fun experience to us, the guys, just being able to sightsee some stuff and also to get some wins.
To piggyback on what they said, it's great to be here, very fun. I remember watching it growing up. Never thought I would have been able to play in it, but I mean, I get the chance. Well, we get the chance to tomorrow, so we've been preparing all week, last week, so I feel like we're ready to get some wins.
I was going to take questions for Coach or either of the student athletes.
Yeah, for both players, when you have change and learning a new system and coaches and all this stuff, what is the thing maybe you feel like you guys have gotten the best start at to start this year?
I feel like we got the best start at our pace. Coach came in known to play at a high pace, high speed. So, I mean, the type of guys we got, that's the type of pace we wanted to play at, with our athleticism, with the guards we have, our bigs can run. So that was probably the first thing that we adjusted to when he got here.
What about for you?
I say, like, knowing our personnel, figuring out how to play in the system, and knowing what our teammates do well in the system.
Other questions?
And then same for you when you're teaching, you want to win games now. You want to also build foundationally for a long term. Kind of how are you balancing that to start the year?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of brought a system in that we're comfortable with. I think we had guys that fitted. Obviously, it's not going to click in game one. We struggle with some turnovers. That's fairly typical when you start playing faster. Guys got to learn to play at a faster pace without turning the ball over. So, I don't want to go away from what we're doing. We just got to be a little bit smarter, temper it a little bit, tweak some things. Guys got to get more comfortable. When's it time to attack, when not, things like that. But we're figuring it out. I think the guys are all in the right spot. They want to get better. They know what they got to do to get better. They're working hard at it. I think our defense is significantly improved. That's the kind of understated thing. Like when we played fast at Buffalo, we were one of the fastest teams and one of the highest scoring teams. But we didn't get that until our defense really started to be elite. So trying to get these guys understanding and they're really buying it. I mean, look at John. I mean, he's one of the best defenders on the team right now, and I don't think anybody was saying that a year ago. So I think they're buying more into guarding. The more you can get stops, the quicker you can get out on offense. So I like where everybody's at. But yeah, we want to build what we want here for the future. At the same time, we need to win now. Do the best we can, and you gotta, there's no black and white answer to kind of those questions. It's kind of an art, the whole thing that we're trying to figure out together with the players and the coaching staff both.
What stood out on film about Cole Anthony to you?
He doesn't have a whole lot of weaknesses. I mean, he's fast in transition. I mean, he's he got a green light to go transition. He can shoot the ball. He's good off ball screens. He's good playing with and without the ball. He's got really good size. I mean, he's put together well for a freshman guard. So we've got our hands full there. I mean, you can see why everybody's projecting him to be a lottery pick. And I think it's good for our guys. We've talked about guarding, and we've got some guys that need to show that they're capable of guarding high-level players. We've got some guys that are trying to play in the NBA themselves. I think it'll be a great opportunity for them to play against a guy that's projected to be, an early draft pick. It's coming draft, so I'm looking forward to seeing how our guys answer the bell to guard him.
Is there a unique challenge to guarding a guy, also a point guard that can get on the glass as much as he can? You'll see that as often, some of the rebounding numbers he's had.
Yeah, I think And you know, the best point guards throughout the history of the game have also been some of the better rebounding guards, because then they get the ball and they're out in the break right away. I think the biggest challenge there is he gets a defensive rebound and he's gone. So like you gotta really be sprinting back on D because he doesn't have to wait for an outlet. He's already got the ball in his hands, so. You know, I think Kyra's done a pretty good job of that himself. I mean, Kyra's rebounding the ball a lot better this year, and I think he understands the same concept. You know, Cole's maybe a little bit thicker than Kyra and enables him to defensive rebound a little bit more maybe, but I think, you know, Kyra's starting to figure that out himself, and I think Cole's done a really good job of it. We just, our transition D is gonna have to be at an elite level tomorrow.
Any other questions for coach or student athletes?
Any other questions?
Is this y'all's first time down here? Playing for the Bahamas?
Yeah,
It's beautiful, right?
yeah, it's amazing actually.
Yeah. I'm glad
It
you're
is
here.
nice.
And
Nice view out the window right on the beach.
you should put on record what you guys did last night with the rain for early home.
Yeah, it was actually great. I mean, I thought we went to a home for abuse and neglected, battered teams. And the guy that ran it basically explained to our guys, like it got doubled with the hurricane, so they went, because they brought so many kids in from Freeport, so it's kind of overcrowded now, but I thought our guys did a really good job with really interacting with the kids there, and it was 11 to 17-year-olds, and now with the Freeport kids coming in, they've got some 7, 8, 10-year-olds. I thought both these guys were great with them. I thought Alex Reese was really great with the guys. Raymond Hawkins was really good. I thought it kind of shows you what kind of high character kids you have on your team, and when they reached out, even there was a girl in a wheelchair with severe cerebral palsy that just thought some of our guys kind of gravitated towards and spent some time with her. It just shows you, when guys go out of their way to help people that will never be able to help them really, I think it shows what kind of high character kids you got. So I thought it was great. I thought it was also pretty moving, what the struggles that these kids have gone through. Right? And so if we win or lose a basketball game, it's really not that big a deal compared to what these kids that have been through everything they've been through. Whether it was the kids that were at Nassau to begin with that were just abused, neglected, and had to get in a home, or whether it was the kids from Freeport that had to get on a 6-hour boat ride to come down here after the hurricane hit. So I thought it was great for our guys to be able to go over there.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Good thing I asked this year.